here we are again at the field. First, I would like to apologize for my inactiveness on this channel. Summer has been crazy active for me and I didn't have a lot of time to record videos and edit and all of that. But I know at the end of the day it's an excuse, and of course I'll be more active now, now that the season is like winding down. All that said, welcome to a new video, guys. Imagine you have an important tournament soon, but you still want to get some work in. That's exactly my scenario for the moment. I have European finals coming up in 2 days. Today is Wednesday and finals start on Friday, but I still want to get some work in. I landed from Canada this morning, so I wanted to get some reps in, get the body going again, and be fully ready for European finals. That's what we're going to be doing today. A workout that you can do 2 days before your important tournament. It's going to consist of a good warming up, of course, then some sprinting, then some throwing. That's it, not too much. Follow along and let's start right away. I'm going to start with skippings, and then I'm going to do some jumping jacks to get the blood flow going. Why make it difficult if you can also just do it easy? I see a lot of people doing some crazy warm-ups, and honestly, if it works for you, that's fine. You don't need all the flashy warm-ups to feel good and to avoid injuries. Just an old school, very good warm-up is enough. Glute bridge hold for 30 seconds to get the glutes and even a little bit the hamstrings going. Then we're gonna do an exercise commonly known as the world's greatest stretch. And then you reach under your arm and you go over. Other side. Then lastly we're gonna do some shuffles and then a reach and reach for the adductors. Next we're going to be doing some 5-meter push-up accelerations. Long name, but it's a very easy exercise. You go down in the wet grass, very nice, in a push-up position like this, hands to the side. You push up, reach with one knee and prepare for an acceleration of 5 meters. Very simple. We're going to do 3 in total. Mind you, this is an acceleration, so there's no need to go 100% from the beginning. Build it up as you like. If you need more reps, do a little more reps, no problem. Last one. Let's try a bit faster. Okay, one more bonus one to make sure I'm fully ready. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, but there is a frisbee right here, and I'm gonna start all the way right here. It's 30 meters in total. First, we're gonna do 2 accelerations. The first one is gonna be a build-up until 80%. Second one, a build-up until 90%. And then we're gonna do 3 all-out sprints. Let's get going. Whew, that felt good. I'm trying out my reserve pair of shoes. It's like an older version of the Adi Zeros that everybody wears in Ultimate. And I have to say they're nice, but they're very tight. I don't know yet how I feel about them. We'll see. 90%. Now that we have the warming up, it's time to do 3 all-out 30-meter sprints. Very simple. Let's do it. Can definitely still feel the jet lag a little bit. The last 6 days were pretty hectic. To give you a short summary, 6 days ago I was still in Sydney, Australia. I took the plane to Boston, which took me around 26 hours. I arrived on Friday, played regionals Saturday, Sunday, took the bus to Montreal Sunday night, was in Montreal on Monday, took the plane on Tuesday to Belgium, and now I'm here Wednesday. Let's go, another one. Can definitely tell that this is one of the fittest I've felt in a very long time. Last sprint. I'm fully geared out today. Montreal hat, Montreal shirt, for like sun hoodie, Montreal disc. Damn. So that was it for the sprints. No need to make it excessively long. It's just to get some reps in, to trigger the quick muscle fibers once more, and that's it. No need to do 20 sprints in 10 different variations, do cuts the whole time. Just a couple of sprints, build up, good warming up, that's it. Next, we're gonna go over to the throwing part. So I have about 7 or 8 discs. Every time I'm gonna throw the whole stack one time in a certain technique or style. First, we're gonna be starting with normal backhands, normal forehands. I'm just gonna be looking in the distance like for a point, and I'll try to hit that point. Very important for your visualization. Damn, that's a hard word. Visualization. Try to see somebody cutting. Just imagine it and imagine where you want your disc. Yeah, just try to hit him. Let's start backhands. Next, flicks. Next is going to be backhands again, but with a shimmy. So we're going to be in a neutral stance. We're going to lean on our pivot foot, and we're going to go with a shoulder and hip fake. So not only this, but also with your hips. As you can see, my hips are going that direction and back. You push off your non-pivot foot, so like this, and then you go into a backhand and you throw. So we're going to do 8 each side. Start like this, shimmy, and backhand. Again, try to visualize your cutter running and hit him. Ha. Shimmy. Ooh. Bye bye mark. Bam. Oh shit, that was a really shitty throw actually. Try to put some variation in, outside, inside, flats. Of course, we're going to do the same with forehand as well, but with the forehands I think this is something special, because some people have like a really convincing shimmy and other people really don't. For me, what the difference lies in is, let's say I try to do a shimmy like this and then throw. To me that's not really convincing, and I think if I was a mark I would not bite for it. This to me is a good shimmy, and then you throw. In my opinion, the difference lies in one thing, and it's a very simple thing. In the first shimmy, you do a shimmy with your shoulders, you go back and you throw. Maybe even a little bit with the hips, like this, and you go back. But you never put your full force on your pivot foot. And I think that's just the thing what makes it very believable. If you go here and you put your full force on this one, this looks like I'm going to a backhand. So you put your full force on your pivot foot and then you go back and you throw your flick. That's a lot more believable. So I'm gonna show you the difference. A couple of bad ones in my opinion, and a couple of good ones. So we're gonna be executing 8 in total. Let's do it. Next, we're gonna do one last variation of backhands and forehands, being the high release. What I'm gonna do is, again, I'm gonna do a little shimmy and a high release backhand. There are two possibilities to throw the high release backhand. One is really you release it high, as the word itself, high release, or you let it go high. So this way, you release it here and you just throw it high. I use both in games, so I'm gonna be doing 4-4. So 4 high releases like this, and then 4 high releases like this. And then next, the one that's not really a high release, but it's a bit similar, you know. As you can see, I don't really release it high, but this is like if there's a mark that's marking you really far and you just need to reach somebody behind him. You can also do like a little scuba or like a blade, however you want. Of course, we're also going to be doing the same with the flicks. With flick you can also do a bit of the same movement. So one is the high release, like this one. And the other one is the same. You don't release it high, but it goes high. Me personally, I never use this to throw like a high release or like a high flick. I do the push pass. So I'm gonna do like this and then put it high. Again, same thing, 4-4, let's go. The last one was not good. I want to do it again. That was better. Holy shit. That was super bad. That looked more like it. That last one was more like it. I'm gonna try again. 3 more discs. That was better. A little too much fumble. That was a nice one. Of course, I think the push pass I would use the least, but sometimes it's just convenient. If you go from a backhand to a forehand, it will take like that split second longer than to just go from a backhand and do this over it. That's the reason I train it sometimes. I'm not really a big fan of it, but you know, maybe you once come in a situation where you have to use it or where you need to use it. And then it would be shitty if you didn't train it. So train even for the things you don't think you can use. That was it for today, guys. Now it's time for me to get some sleep and try to fix this jet lag before European finals. Thank you so much if you watched all the way through the video, and I hope to see you guys soon. I will try to be more consistent on YouTube because I really love making long form videos. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all in the next one.